should film today. Lighting is not that great. But I've been procrastinating this for like a week already, so no. So like I said in the previous video, The Sound of Sonny's Son is from like a bunch of other songs that I wrote earlier this year. And normally, this is a bit TMI, but when I work on songs, I tend to just start writing them and then follow through with the production and just finish them. Basically smashing one out at a time. But because I was on holiday back home, I didn't want to fully work. So I just start writing the songs and not finish them. Basically, I had to resist the urge to finish them and wanting to hear the final product. Because otherwise, what did I even fly back home for? Okay, so in this journal right here that you can see is where all the songs I've written started. Although there's some other personal things in here as well. They're mostly songs. And ever since Give and Take, I've always started scribbling the initial ideas of the songs onto this journal, and then grab a guitar, and the rest is history. I'm kidding. Even though it's quite inefficient and annoying at times, I do have to admit, I just love the feeling and especially the sounds of a pencil scribbling on the paper. This journal is about to finish too, so maybe if I can finish the album by the time I finish the journal, that'll be quite meaningful, but it's just for me, obviously. Anyway, the reason why I bring up this journal is that all the songs I've written so far in my discography of my career, so in this journal, and out of the 7 or 8 songs that I wrote earlier this year, only 3 I think have made the cut so far, and The Sound of Sonny's Son is one of them. So after that whole talk about starting the songs in the journals, The Sound of Sonny's Son actually did not. But let me explain. Because I was on a 3-day trip with my family to the beach, and so I didn't have it with me. What inspired me there, regardless, was the 2 sunrises that I saw. And for some reason, I was so determined to see the sunrises, even though I'm definitely not a morning person at all. Maybe it's the artist in me again. So basically I just sat there. I didn't even have the guitar with me, by the way. I just sat there watching the full sunrises and scribble away some thoughts or like lyric that I had at the time. I call them lyrics now because they eventually turned into this song. But at the time, I wasn't meaning to write a song at all. So maybe actually I was writing a poem. So yes, as cringy as it sounds, I did write a poem about sunrises. But what allows me to turn it into a song later on was the fact that it has 2 perspectives that are mutually inclusive, which means that one of them cannot exist without the other. Maybe because I wrote about the same thing on 2 different days after all. So one of them is from the perspective of the son as a person whose job is to be independent and to shine on everyone else's life. And from this angle, I wrote about how or what the son must have felt during the sunrises, like what it must have seen, thought during the sunrises, because we don't get that perspective very often. So I just try to put myself in the sun's shoes and write about it. So the other perspective was mine during the sunrises and how much the sun can mean to a person. And the reason why I said that these 2 perspectives are mutually inclusive is that both sides are very oblivious to the other's appreciation for it. So that means that without this dynamic, these 2 perspectives don't exist. So for example, within the context of the song, the son has no idea how precious it is to the person, and the person or I have no idea how precious my appreciation for the sun is to it. And then the chorus where the ideal world is, and these 2 can finally recognize each other's affections for each other. How do I put this? The unusual but not scientifically impossible event occurs, like very early sunrises, very late sunsets, and the absence of the gloomy days. So yeah, they are not scientifically impossible, like I said, but it kind of takes an effort for them to happen. So they're all metaphor and imagery, of course, but then in the last line of the chorus where it says, "Take the hint, don't you sleep in," it's basically a promise and the bets as well from the two sides. They're both saying that, okay, I'll try to make an effort and let you know that I'm here for you. That's also a big reason why this song made the cut when you think about the contradicting themes of the album, because of how well it captures how disappointing a promise can be and how promising a disappointment can be as well at the same time. And because disappointment starts with a broken promise, so the progression of this journey in the album will be starting from a broken promise, then towards disappointment, where you have to accept that disappointment, and then moving beyond that to the ultimate promise of no promises. So in terms of the track list, I think I might make this song the album's opener because of, well, the story of it and how it sounds, which you'll find out in the next video anyway. But yeah, that's the sentiment of the song is quite bittersweet, and it's also ironic how I decided to film today when I can't even see the sun. But yeah, that's all for today. Till next time, see ya.